Hi guys, just to check in to let you know how things are going. This is my third dose that I've taken of Mounjaro. I took it last Thursday. We are on Monday today, the 17th, and I have been feeling a little bit different than the two last doses. I'm more hungry, and also I've got heartburn. So I woke up last night, I went to bed quite early. I was very exhausted. I went to bed at 7:30 last night. And when I woke up at a 2:15, I had the most severe heartburn. I guess I had not digested my supper like I should have. And I couldn't get rid of it. So what I did is I made myself a hot tea. Now, it could be herbal tea, it could be peppermint tea, it could be, I just used the chai leaf tea. And that helped. It got everything moving again. So what I was thinking is I would suggest when you're eating, if you have a hot tea or a hot peppermint tea after you eat, that might help. And I haven't had any issues with bathroom or anything like that. I am exercising. I'm taking walks. I'd say every 2 days, not even every day, but I am exercising a little bit. I'm doing squats and I'm doing, push-ups on the counter, against a wall or whatever. And I'm doing some sit-ups. And I've lost 4 pounds. I weighed myself this morning, so I wanted to let you know I've lost 4 pounds, and it's been just 3.5 weeks, I guess you could say. So I'm averaging about 1.5 pounds a week. So, and I do have a dog, so I do walk her here and there. But it's getting cold out, and she's just a little 5-pound Yorkie, so she doesn't like to go out when it's cold. So today, it's Monday, it's my day off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to vacuum again and maybe wash some floors. I'm doing laundry. I'm doing a few things that I need to get done. But I will be checking in again. And, I don't expect it to be perfect, this journey. I don't expect myself to be perfect. I learned a long time ago that just doesn't happen. And what I can tell you is I gained over 20 pounds since April because of insulin. I've been taking insulin, I think, since beginning of May or something. And that just brought my weight up 20 pounds higher than what it normally was. So I have to lose that 20 pounds before even considering that I'm losing weight for me. But I'll take what I can get, I'm still on insulin, and I'm at 100 units of insulin, which is a lot, and that makes you gain weight. Any diabetic will tell you that insulin makes you gain weight. And the type 1 diabetics that don't have insulin, they try and use less insulin so they don't gain too much weight. But at the same time, they can get sick, so they got to be, careful with that. Me, it was about lowering my blood sugar. And this is supposed to help me lower it at least 2%, so that's really what I'm aiming for. The weight loss, if it comes with it, all the better. And if I can get less insulin, that'd be even better, because I do take metformin and I do take Januvia also. I used to be on Jardiance, but what happened with Jardiance is I did get ketoacidosis from it, and not just once, twice. Because I wasn't eating enough carbs. So there's a fine line with medications that you do have to watch out for. And I hope that you are being very careful and being followed by a doctor if you are diabetic. I've got a team. I've got a nurse practitioner. I've got dietitians I can have access to. My doctor has just abandoned me, but that's how it works here in Quebec. We lose our doctors. So I'm on the list for a new one, and hopefully I will find one soon. But with the exodus that's happening right now, I doubt it. So I'll be going to the emergency for refills and stuff like that. Maybe one of them will be able to follow me eventually, but anyway. And as for my dosing, this week I take my last dose of 2.5 milligram. And then I got to order the 5 milligrams. So I'm hoping that that'll bring me back to not wanting to eat. I am eating a little bit more than I should, I think, because my husband's been ordering stuff like pizza, and we had spaghetti, and I got to cut that out. I know I got to cut that out because the carbs are just too high for me. So, you know, if he orders pizza, I'll just have the cheese and the pepperoni that's on top and stuff like that. And I am eating a lot of salads, so that makes me eat less of the rest of the stuff. And another trick I've learned is to have a soup with my meal. So by eating a soup, you fill yourself up with soup. So, you know, that's the first thing I eat. And then I have my vegetables, which is my salad or my vegetables or whatever has fiber. Then you eat your protein and fats. Then you eat your carbs. So it slows down your metabolism as well, like your digestion and how fast the sugar goes up and comes back down and all that. It slows that down. But with the Mounjaro, that's already doing that. So I don't really need to follow that, so long as I'm not overdoing it on carbs. You know, I should lose some weight. And I'm not a big believer in calorie counting, so to me that's less important. But mind you, if your appetite is smaller, you are going to eat less no matter what. I am being a little bit more careful about eating too much fat. So, you know, if I have dairy, I'll take the low fat instead of the high fat and stuff like that. But that's not really what I'm fixated on. You know, to me, it's more about, you know, eating less and moving more. You have to move. So that's why I'm in my short sleeves there. I'm going to be going on the treadmill or doing some weights or doing something. I might do some HIIT there with the weights. I think that's what I might do. I'll do it from my phone. With Fit On. I use Fit On, which is an app, and it's a free version, so I don't pay for it, and they have great exercises on there. And you can use the Pro app, which you pay for. But I like that it's only like short times to do the exercise, so I'm not burning myself out working out for an hour. I can, if I want to, just add a few of them together. And that'll be like a warm-up, an exercise, and a cool-down, or whichever. You know, there's different ways of doing it. They have yoga. They have all kinds of stretching, yoga, HIIT, and they've got stuff that doesn't even need weights if you don't want to do weights. So you can pretty much do all kinds of workouts on that. You know, you can do walking. You can do there's running, walking, there's all kinds of stuff. So go look it up, have fun. But that's something you can do from home. You don't need to pay for a gym, so it's all free. And I thought I'd just mention that on a by the way, just so that people have, you know, they don't need to find excuses not to work out. So, you know, a pair of sneakers, you go for a walk, you dress warmly. If you need sneakers that are great for wet, well, get the sneakers with Gore-Tex on them. I used to use that when I used to run. So Gore-Tex is great. It prevents the water from coming into your running shoes. And if you want warm socks, you can use the Merino wool. Merino wool is great for that. Here we have winter, and we've already started getting snow, but it's kind of melted. So right now I can get away with just a good pair of sneakers and a good pair of socks. And just layer on the clothes, keep it layered, and you don't dress too warm for the weather outside. You dress normally, if I was running, I would dress for 10 degrees Celsius lower than what it is outside. But since I'm not running, I kind of dress for the weather that is outside, and you get hot just walking. So, but you don't want to overheat and then sweat and then get cold. So, you know, if it's 10 degrees Celsius, dress for 10 degrees Celsius. Don't dress for 2 and don't dress for 22, you know. You won't be any warm. You'll be too warm and you'll get cold. And cover your ears if it's cold out. Your head and your ears, that's where the heat escapes from. And a couple of layers and you should be fine with a wind cutter, you know, something that cuts the wind out. That helps. And bring your dog with you. That's what I do with mine sometimes. But she's got to be warm. She likes it warm. She's an old lady, so I'll introduce you to her. She's standing next to me, but she won't come to me. Or will ya? J2? J2? Yeah. Oh, she's not willing right now. But anyway, I'd like to show her to you. Her name is Misty. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hi. There she comes. Here she comes. I'll show her. Oh, she's going to go around the table a few times. Let me see. There she is. That's my little baby. Yeah, she's a Yorkie. Okay, so we're going to let her go lie down there. Anyway, so that's my girl. She's going to be 13 in January, so she's not a young lady anymore. So yesterday we walked for 20 minutes. It was quite windy, quite chilly. She had a little jacket on, and she couldn't wait to get back home. So I only walked like 20 minutes with her. So today I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go work out in the basement. I have my treadmill, but I might just do some weights or maybe some rowing, you know, on my Bowflex. I can row. So I might just do some of that, put some weights on my arms and just work out my arms and bend my legs and all that. And then maybe just do a very short 10 to 15 minute workout with the little weights. All right, so you guys take care, and I'll see you soon. And if something drastic happens, I'll let you know. But for now, I'm proud I've lost the 4 pounds. That to me is excellent. It's already a great start. And now I'm going to be going back to work more hours because I took a few weeks of just working 3 days. But now I got to get back into it because the Christmas season is coming up. And I'm going to be a busy bee, so I hope you guys take care, and I hope everything goes well on your journey. And don't be afraid to take it. It's nothing drastic. You know, the 2.5 has hardly had any symptoms. So, you know, each person's different, but for the most part, it was very simple. All right? So you take care. Bye for now.